Hey guys, it's the 25th day of VEDA vlog every day in April. I think I've mentioned before in some of my videos that I am really trying not to tell anyone that I'm dieting except like for the people I live with. Um, I haven't told really any of my extended family. Most of my friends do not know. I'm generally pretty discreet about my lean and green meals if I'm out with them. Yeah, it's so most people don't know that I'm dieting, and I'm beginning to hit the point where I've lost enough weight that people ask, but it's not it's not like a daily occurrence. So I'm kind of safe right now from people finding out. Not that I don't want them to find out that I'm losing weight, but I don't have any desire to talk about dieting. Like I don't want to talk shop about dieting. Although that's what I do with you guys. I don't want to do it in real life for several reasons, which I will try to explain now. So the first reason that I don't want to tell people that I'm trying to lose weight is because when they hear what diet I'm on, they're like, but isn't that like a liquid diet? And then you have to explain, like, no, there's all this stuff, and there's bars, and there's cereal, and there's brownies, and they're like, really? Brownies? Okay. You get the idea there. Yeah, I don't like enumerating the foods over and over and over again, like convincing people that I'm not completely miserable eating mac and cheese and brownies and stuff. They're like, but could the mac and cheese, is it really good? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you. So that's the first reason. The second reason is opinions. I really am not interested in anyone's opinion about my diet or any diet. It's the one I chose, it's the one I'm doing, and I'm not going to be, like, there's zero chance that I'm going to be, oh my god, I didn't know about Weight Watchers. I'm totally getting on that. Do you want to buy some Medifast food? No, it's not going to happen. Obviously, if I have chosen Medifast, which is not a type of food that you can just pick up at the store, obviously I've done the slightest amount of research, at the very least. So, no, I'm not going to switch diets now because you don't like the diet I'm on. There are also the opinions about weight loss in general. Like, it's not good to lose weight that fast. Really? You know what? I could lose it faster by chopping it off. So would you like to see me do that? Thanks. The other opinion, diets don't really work. You're just gonna gain it all back. My cousin totally gained that 100 pounds she lost and more back. Well, I'm not your cousin. I'm not you. I'm me. I'm fairly confident that I will not gain it back for several reasons, which I'm not going to talk about at the moment. What else? Let's see. I wrote a couple down because they just incubate in my mind here. Yeah. Oh, isn't that like really expensive? It's so expensive. How much do you spend on it? Is it really polite to ask me how much I spend on my food? Do I ask you what your grocery bill is? No, I don't. I spend on it what I spend on it. Obviously, I'm willing to do it. It's also not that expensive, really. Get over it. You're going to the store anyway, so just stop going to the store and start buying Medifast, okay? What else? Oh, don't you miss pepperoni pizza with chocolate sauce and bacon? Look, sure, there are foods I miss. I have been eating delicious food all my life. I continue to eat delicious food. I just eat delicious food more thoughtfully now, okay? Yes, I miss having, a piece of chocolate cake at 2 a.m. Yes, I miss that occasionally, which is why I try not to stay up till 2 a.m. Of course I miss real pizza. Of course I miss my Sunday morning bagel with bacon cheddar cream cheese. Yes, I miss that. And one day I will have one bagel with some bacon cheddar cream cheese at some point, okay? I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna have those again, because I know I'll have it again. I know that once in a while I will want to enjoy a bagel. It's true. But why do you need to bring it up now? Like, oh, don't you miss that? Well, sure, I miss that. Is that a reason to ruin my diet? No, I mean, I'm sure that ex-smokers miss smoking a lot too, but you don't see people saying, oh, don't you miss smoking when someone has quit? I mean, really. Got it. Let's see, what else? What other reason is there for not telling people? Oh, aren't you afraid you're going to have loose skin? No, the thought never crossed my mind. You know, I'm not afraid of it at all. I'm also not afraid of having horrible stretch marks, because I already have them. Thanks. There's also an issue with people who really have good intentions, you know, who will say, oh, you don't need to lose weight. Why are you doing that? Oh, you don't need to. Oh, fine. If you don't think I need to lose weight, that's cool. Great. I'm glad you think that. But at the moment, I want to. That's it. So I kind of am. So don't be like, stop what you're doing because you think it's polite or nice or whatever. You know, I just told you I want to. So don't, you know, take away my agency to change my life because I want to. And the other kind of sort of good intention thing that I just am not into is like, oh yeah, I really need to lose weight too. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that. I should totally do that. I know, you should, maybe, I don't know. But I don't really want to be like, I don't want to have that sort of vague conversation about how, oh, you're so fat, and like, oh yeah, it was really hard for me too. Like, yeah, it was, but I don't know. I don't want to have like a vague conversation about that. If you are genuinely interested in what I'm doing and like genuinely curious about the specific program I'm doing, that's awesome. I would love to talk to you about it. Yeah, I mean that kind of thing is great. Like, oh yeah, really? So tell me about it. Oh, I'd really like to know. Maybe this would work for me. But all that stuff about like, oh yeah, I'm so fat. I should do it too. I don't want to hear that. Come on. If you really want to do it, ask me a good question about it. Yeah. So I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I really would be totally happy to talk to someone about the diet I'm doing, particularly if they've had experience with it too, or, you know, they have tried other diets. But a lot of times it kind of just, conversations about it devolve into all these things that I've mentioned, and it just gets really tiresome. You know, and not just with this diet. Like I said, I'm not really telling people this time that I'm dieting, so I don't get this stuff as much. But in the past, that's kind of the rainbow of responses I've gotten. Very rarely do I have a fully supportive, you know, non-shaming from either side conversation about, you know, what I'm trying to do. You know, that's why this sort of blogging community is really rare and precious, because there's not that much, at least in my life, there's not that much thoughtful and supportive and encouraging conversation going on about dieting, and particularly about Medifast. You know, so yeah, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm not this like curmudgeon who, like, you know, I just lash out at people for asking me if I'm dieting or what I'm doing. But I find that a lot of times the questions or the, you know, opinions disguised as concerns, you know, or biases disguised as true concern for my health and well-being are kind of just not. They're really kind of empty and sometimes downright insulting. Um, you know, and I appreciate being given a little bit of credit, you know, that I've chosen something that I think is going to work for me and that I think I can stick to. Um, you know, I can't tell you how many people are like try to convert me to Weight Watchers, like really all the time. Because, and you know, and usually um, the main theme of that conversation is, but with Weight Watchers, you can eat whatever you want. And it's just like, no, no, that's not true. I mean, I guess you technically can eat whatever you want, but you're going to use all your points like the first day of the week. And that's what I used to do when I did Weight Watchers. I did it for a while. That's what I would do. I would bargain with myself and trick myself as if, you know, there was any winning there. You know, and I would eat like a piece of pizza and then use half my points for the day, and then have to either starve myself or cheat. You know, that's what I personally did on MediFast. That's why I haven't chosen to go that route again, because I know that I just don't have the willpower for it. I mean, if you do, awesome. If you can eat a piece of pizza and then eat celery for the rest of the day, awesome, do it. I can't. Or if you can actually eat a true, you know, balanced, healthy diet, that was not something I could do. I could probably do it now that I've developed some really good habits, but I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing. I think I said way back in the first like MediFast tag deal that, or I don't even remember, but the reason I chose and I'm sticking with MediFast is because it is strict and simple. And those are two things that I really, really need. It's very strict. You know, I'm really an all or nothing type of person. I follow the rules. I eat the food. That's it. It's also simple. It's easy to do. It's not something that I need to constantly be thinking about. You know, so it really fits my life perfectly right now. Strict and simple. That's what I want. And that is my answer to basically everyone. Every question about why I'm doing this, because it works, it's strict, and it's simple. That's it. That's it for me. So I hope that you were not too shocked by the slightly, or perhaps very, very much so, curmudgeonly air about this video. I really am generally very happy about being on MediFast, and I'm happy when people ask me real, intelligent, good questions, or who compliment me. I'm not against compliments. I'm not like, no, don't compliment me. I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm not like that. I'm happy. But I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I'm wondering if maybe you guys have had similar experiences, or maybe every time you say you're on MediFast, people are like, oh my god, that's the best ever. Tell me all about it. I'm going to do it. Blah. Like, no. A lot of times, it's not great. The response I get is not great. So I was just curious if anybody had any similar responses or more reasons that they're not telling people that they are trying to lose weight. Or maybe you are. Maybe you're telling everyone. Maybe that works for you. Doesn't work for me? Maybe it works for you. That would be awesome. So let me know if you feel so inclined, or, you know, just come for the next video where I promise I will not be so crazy and angry. And that's it. Okay, good night.